Hello guys, welcome to our YouTube channel once again. Today I'm back with another this is one of a kind of strategy that I'm just going to run you guys through it. Today we won't be using any indicators, so let's get rid of all the indicators. We don't need them today. What we need today is a clean chart, and we are going to be able to analyze our tables, and we are going to get to these profits just like I'm doing. So guys, let's just go right to it. So this is where we go. So before I confuse you with all that is happening over here, let me just start off by explaining to you what is really going on. So the first concept is this is what we are going to do. Let me say we've got a downtrend coming down like this, maybe. So we are just going to wait for this place over here, just down here. That is where we put our rectangle. So our rectangle is for this. Let's say this was a downtrend, as you can see. Now we are looking for a possible reversal. So if ever chart is going to close right here with a full candle just above that rectangle, so we are going to make it like this. Now if it goes up, it means that now we are going to be having a reversal. So this strategy is about the reversal. So that is why we're just going to use these ones. You find the trend, and then you find a possible reversal point, and then you're just going to place the rectangle, and you are good to go. That is basically how this thing works. So right now, let's see if I can just show you guys on the real screen on how things were going down. So let's start off using this one. So I said the first thing that we do is to identify a trend. So right here we had an uptrend, as you can see. We had an uptrend over here, and then when we got to this point just right over here, that is where we placed our rectangle. So you can see the rectangle is just over here. So that is the rectangle over here. And then after we've got the rectangle, now we have to make sure that now price closes with a full candle just right below over here. As you can see that we had this full bearish candle here. That's the reason why we had to place our chart over here. So our analysis was on this thing. So now guys, let me just show you this again. So let me just show you this again. Now let me say we've got this over here, because I want to make sure that you guys really see everything here on how this thing is going. So we place the chart over here. You can see we place the sell setup, right? So now I want us to go down here and check how are we going to place our stop loss and our take profits. Now remember that the last time price was coming down, this is now why we placed the rectangle over here. So we placed that rectangle because price tried to come down just at this point over here and made the uptrend. So it's very high possible that after a reversal, price is going to come down and retest that last position. That's the reason why we placed our take profit at this point, and as you can see, we won this whole place. So guys, now let's see. We said we look for a trend, right? So we had another downtrend over here, you can see. So we had another downtrend over here, and then after having that downtrend, we had to place our rectangle, this one. So this rectangle is the one that marked that last candle that we had. And then after this rectangle, price came above and closed on a full candle. So we had a full candle right here. That's the reason why we had the buy set up. So that is how we had this buy set up over here. And for our stop loss, once again, and our take profits, you can see, so our stop loss was slightly above the last key level, which was just at this point. You see this one, and we placed this rectangle, and then we had to place our stop loss just right below, slightly below the last key step where price came to retest. So basically that is how this strategy works. It's really not that complicated, because as you can see, once again, we had another trend, an uptrend over here, and we placed our rectangle, and we placed our stop loss slightly above the last time price came to retest, and then we took all these profits. Although we could have made more, right there. And right now, as you can see, we had another one. So I'm trying to make this last setup over here because it's not yet reached there, but I'm just kindly and patiently waiting for it, because I can see there's going to be a possible reversal, because as you can see that price was just playing around these lines. So if price was playing around these lines, it's highly possible that right now price might just be shifting and going up. So basically that is my intention on this one. Otherwise, I can just show you guys other examples that we had over here. This is USD JPY, and as you can see on the phone, that is where we had so much profits. So guys, this strategy really works big time, and I really wish that people can really get it. So I can just make another example using other pairs maybe, because as long as you have got this strategy, you are good to go. You are really good to go. There's no need to have this one. So this strategy really works. First things first, you only look for a trend. So the first thing that we do is we look for a trend. So we look for a trend, either it's an uptrend or a downtrend, and then we look for a possible reversal. That is the second thing, a possible reversal. Now we are just going to make sure that everything is in order, because we are now going to place a buy or a sell trade. Basically that is how this thing goes, and it's really that simple, my friends. So as you can see on the phone, I'll show you once again. That is how we're able to make such tremendous profits without the use of any indicator. So guys, I will be showing you more on this. Feel free to subscribe and make sure you stay on this channel, because I'm going to be giving you more strategies, and I'm telling you, you're just going to be mind blown. And before I forget, you can just go on the video link and see if you can find the link to 10 trade and the link to FPS. And remember, FPS allows you to trade from $5. So there is a cent account there. You can have your cent account if you're not sure about trading it, and you can just invest from as little as $5. Who does that? And all those links are on my are just down there on the video link. Feel free to click those links. I'll be seeing you guys on the next videos, because we have really got a lot in store, and I'm just going to be showing you every day, bit by bit. We are going to do this, and we're going to start using the indicators. But for now, I decided that we don't need to use the indicators. We're just going to use the chart, and we just use price for our own benefit. So I'll be seeing you guys on the next video. You take care.